The next stage in the EPS process is the year-end or annual performance review. This review is an opportunity for employees to evaluate and rate their actual performance and achievements against the targets set at the beginning of the financial year. This process is preliminary to employees meeting with their managers to have their final performance review meeting for the year. In this tutorial, we will go through the steps required for completing the employee input for this review in the EPS Online tool. Having logged into the EPS Online tool, select Current Performance Documents on the home page. On the Current Performance Documents page, select your performance scorecard by clicking on the underlined link displayed in the table under Document type. This will take you to the Documents Details page, where you should click on the underlined word Edit in the Action column of the Complete Self-Evaluation row. You should point out at this stage that if you started your role mid-year and have not had an intermediate or mid-year review, then Edit will not appear in the Action column. In this case, you will need to click on the underlined link Start, which will appear in the Next Action column of the Complete Self-Evaluation row instead. This will open your performance scorecard to enable you to start your review. Before we go too much further, you should also remember to regularly save your work by clicking on the Save button. Do not, however, click on the Complete button until you have finished your review on all of your KPIs and competencies, as this will close the document and advise your manager that your review is complete. We can now scroll down to section 2 so you can start reviewing your KPIs. To start your review on each KPI, you can either expand all of the KPIs by using the underlined word Expand at the top left of section 2, or you can open them one by one by clicking on the small arrow on the left of each KPI. Once you have expanded the KPI, you will be able to enter your data. You are now viewing the individual KPI data entry screen, and you will be entering data into 3 entry fields as part of this process. These fields are Actual Achievement, which is where you record the actual results achieved in numbers or words depending on the measure defined in the KPI. Rating, use the drop-down list to allocate the rating score that you believe is relevant to you, 1 being below threshold, 2 equaling threshold, 3 being your base, 4 stretch, 5 above stretch. Justification is a text field that allows you to make any notes that you want your manager to be able to see when they do their review of your KPIs. This is a great place to note examples and evidence of your performance. Continue reviewing all of your KPIs, remembering to save occasionally as you go. At the bottom of section 2, you will see the KPI summary box. This box displays your total KPI score and KPI weight, both of which are updated as you complete your review of each KPI. It also contains a text field that allows you to make any notes that you want your manager to be able to see when they do their review of your KPIs. Having completed the KPI review, we can now move on to your competency review. To complete this, please scroll down to section 3 on your performance scorecard, where you will be able to view a list of your competencies. In this section, you will need to rate your proficiency level for each competency. You can either expand all of the competencies by using the Expand link at the top left of the section, or you can open them one by one by clicking on the small arrow on the left of each individual competency. Once you've expanded the competency, you will note there are 2 icons to the right and middle of the expanded competency view. The left icon opens the Competency Ruler tool. This helps you to determine the correct rating for each competency. The next or right-hand icon is the Rating Description, which displays a table showing the behaviors and activities for each level of proficiency for each competency. For your review, you need only use the Rating Description or the right-hand icon. If you click on this icon, it will display the explanations for the proficiency ratings P1 through P4. You should read through your expected proficiency level and see if the description meets your behaviour or skill set. You should also read through the level above and below, as these may be a more accurate reflection of your proficiency level. Once you have identified your proficiency level, close out the description by clicking the underlined Return to Previous Page link at the bottom of the page. Using the drop-down box next to Actual Proficiency Level, select your chosen proficiency level. Using the next drop-down box, which is for the demonstrated proficiency level, select whether you believe you either need to improve, or meet the required level, or you exceed the required level of the proficiency level you selected. The competency rating displayed below these drop-down boxes will automatically update based upon your responses. The justification text is a free text field where you may enter any comments. Having completed these steps for each of the 10 competencies, remembering to save as you go, you will see that your updated total competency score is displayed in the competency summary box at the bottom of section 3. In the summary box, you have a further free text field where you may enter any comments. Having completed your review of both the KPIs and competencies, please scroll down to section 5, which is the overall summary for the performance scorecard. This section displays your final rating score. If you are satisfied that you have reviewed and scored all of your KPIs and competencies, you can now click on the Complete button at the bottom of the page. This will close your scorecard and generate an email and send it to your manager to confirm that you have completed your review. This concludes the tutorial on the year-end review process, and you can now view the final tutorial in this series, which is password management.